Studios up here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. So make sure you're celebrating with us by cashing in on the value of free shipping, because if you've been waiting to purchase a laptop with all the value you possibly can find, today's the day, my friends, because not only is this a laptop, this is from HP, the #1 selling computer brand here in our country. And then on top of that, you're getting all the bells and whistles, because this is the largest screen offered from this brand, 17.3 inches. Now, when we talk about being able to offer that and why it is that big is because the incredible profile on this computer, it's so thin on the edges, right? To be able to offer you 17.3 inches. Now that's across the way here. This is super lightweight. The other thing I love about this is that also it's got an incredible battery life, right? All of us who have laptops, we struggle with the batteries. We're always like going from place to place saying, where's my charger? Where's my charger? You're not gonna have to struggle with this. It gives you hours upon hours of battery life. And then on top of that, we're talking about 4 gigabytes, okay? When we talk about memory, 4 gigabytes of memory to be able to give you that ease of use, right? If you struggle with your current laptop, you need that upgrade. We also offer 128 in this packed, 128 gigabytes packed full of storage. So you're going to be able to quickly access your files. If you've been struggling with that, this is also going to fix it for you. My friends, this is powerful performance from Intel Celeron processor. It has ultra high definition graphics, which we're going to walk through as well. This quick recharge, I talked about that long battery life. This will recharge so fast. If you struggled with that in the past, you're going to be so happy about that. Let's go through the colors. What you're seeing in front of you, of course, is this beautiful moonlight blue. We also have it in 3 other gorgeous colors, but we are extremely limited in some of these. So if you are seeing something you love, I would not wait on that color. Specifically the white that's right there down in front, which we're calling diamond white. There's only 2 dozen left. We talked about it at the top of our presentation, actually at the top of our hour, and already we are down to the last 2 dozen. We also have it right next to that in the aquamarine sky, which is also extremely popular. Only 140 left in the aquamarine sky. We also have it in this beautiful pink, which we're calling sun-kissed plum. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the detailing on the mouse. The mouse comes with, my friends. You are also getting an incredible bonus when it comes to the Microsoft Office that you're getting for a year. This is Microsoft Office 365, and you're also getting incredible software and services that come with. Of course, one of the things you might not realize that it's your software that protects you from, of course, the fraud, the scams. We're going to talk about the security that's packed into this incredible laptop. But this is where I welcome in another one of our incredible guests who's an expert on all things tech. Aaron Berger is standing by, of course, at HSN South as well. He's down there in St. Pete, and he looks very festive. Ooh, I like your top.
I'm dressed to be in HSN South, right? And
yes.
I walked in the door and Lori Leland said, "Oh, you look like vacation." I said, "Well, yeah, we're in Florida."
I love
it's
it.
Like 95 degrees. It's good to see you.
It's always
such a pleasure to see you. Thank you.
And so
I want to, spend a couple of minutes.
Really quickly, Aaron, I did also gloss over the fact that this is perhaps one of the best deals that you could ever get. And then you're going to talk specs with me, because I did want our friends to understand the value here for the price you're getting is incredible. Do you know this laptop? I'm looking at the card now because I can't believe it. Normally sells for about $580, right? You're going to be able to get this anywhere else for about upwards of $580. Today, you're getting it for under $400. Yes, we chopped that price big time. Free shipping, again, across the board for everything you get here at HSN. 5 flex, but we're going to do you one better. 12 months VIP financing. You know what that means for our friends who have never shopped with us before? 12 months VIP financing means we're going to spread it out over a year. You're going to pay monthly interest-free, and what that breaks down to, because I wanted you to understand this is incredible. You can get this home for $33.33, no interest. Okay, now, my friend Aaron Berger, walk us through why this is a do not pass up moment. This is a do not move forward without getting this in your cart if you absolutely know somebody who needs a laptop. Be it a grad like myself, I bought it for my niece. I just talked about it at the top of the hour. If you're buying this for, let's say, yourself, because you're like, why am I stuck to this dinosaur of a laptop? This is so good.
Yeah. You don't have to be stuck with an old laptop anymore. So there's a lot of things to go through, certainly, but the #1 thing that I would point out about this it's a 17-inch laptop.
Yes.
HP is the #1 selling brand in America, so you're getting the #1 selling computer brand in America. We'll get into all the other #1s as well. Intel is the #1 selling processor brand in the world. Windows, of course, is the #1 operating system, and this is Windows 11 in S mode, so it's the safest. You mentioned already, Emily. You don't have to worry about viruses and spyware and malware and all of those kind of things, because Windows 11 is built in, and it's Windows 11 in S mode, the safest version. But again, the #1 thing, you see that screen? That's a 17-inch screen. I've been at HSN. In August of this year, it will actually be 19 years that I've been at HSN, selling computers darn near the whole time. Probably 16 of those 19 years I've been selling HP. And we sell a lot of different sizes, right? 14-inch size, 15-inch size. Our largest size is the 17-inch. And over all the years I've been here, you know, I always tell people, say hi to me on Facebook or Instagram or social media. On Instagram, I'm _Aaron Berger, AARONBER, not BUR, BERGER. And people often comment on what they bought over the years. And I have so many times heard, Aaron, I love the computer or the tablet or the smartphone, anything that had a screen, honestly. But one thing, I wish I had waited and saved to buy a larger screen. This is the largest screen we, HP, make in a laptop computer. I have never one time, this is really key, I have never one time heard anyone say, I wish I bought a smaller screen. Nobody says it. There's no such thing. We all have the human condition, right, of our eyes getting worse and not better.
Right.
Every single one of us. That's what happens. So you will be so glad, Emily, that at this price, I mean, honestly, at the normal, well, the HSN deal price, nearly $600.
Yes.
It would be a great deal for a 17-inch screen at less than $400 with a 17-inch screen. And then I'll throw it back to you to go through colors and all that with everyone. But also, I'll just say quickly, this also has the backlit keyboard. This also has the fingerprint scanner. This also has that really, really smart security system on the camera, on the HP True Definition camera. So you can make sure you're not accidentally using the camera when you don't mean to, whether you're on a Teams call or whether you just think, oh, is anybody looking through my camera right now? Wonderful safety feature built in. But the biggest thing, I can't make a big enough deal out of it. It is the largest screen size. We at HP, the #1 computer company in America, the largest screen size we make.
It's incredible. I mean, let's just say, if you are the kind of person who, of course, like Aaron was saying, nobody will say no to a bigger screen, but let's just say you had something about half the size and you've been struggling with it. Just think about it. Like, you're at home, you're doing your work, and you have thought, oh my gosh, productivity-wise, I just feel like I can't see my screen anymore. It's not moving fast enough. I mean, just tick off all the boxes. Do you have the speed you want? Do you have the storage that you need? Do you have, you know, like a laptop that you feel like is not filtering out all the scary things out there on the internet right now that could eventually hamper the way that you do your business? Or maybe this is your personal laptop. This is going to be an upgrade that is absolutely essential. This is why I said this is the Essential Electronics Hour. This is so good for you because, again, we're saving money on something that, you know, we don't know how much these laptops are going to be costing in the near future. You're getting perhaps the best deal on the market right now, and we gave you the best deal for HSN right now because we already get really great deals from our partners that we work with. HP has been working with us here at HSN to bring you incredible prices for so many years. Aaron just said he's been doing this, bringing you crazy technological innovations for over 15 years. And this is the brand that he has stood by for so many of those years to be able to bring you some of the best. And I love, love, love that this really does tick off all the boxes for us who have just been struggling with our devices, who say, I need a new laptop. I want one that's going to be easy for me to type on, right? Like, you struggle with that as well. This is backlit keyboard, right? Easy to press buttons. I love that because for a lot of us, sometimes it's really hard to type up an email from our cell phones, and we just need a dedicated laptop to be able to send those work emails. If you've been struggling with those things, this is your opportunity. And again, he was talking about #1s, and I love that Aaron was saying there's just a lot of #1s when it comes to HP, but I did want to tell you that you don't even have to go by just that. If you just want to see what other people who have purchased a laptop have to say, my friends, two 2,000 people, over 2,000 people have taken the time to write reviews on hsn.com for this specific laptop alone. The vast majority of those reviews, perfect 5 stars. That doesn't happen for a lot of our products. The fact that 1,400 of the reviews are 5-star reviews, the other 400 are 4-star reviews, very close to 5. I'm telling you, this doesn't happen all the time. So you, if you're like me, can shop according to what other people are telling you. I always base my purchases on what other people are telling me because they've already tried it, they've already fallen in love with it. They're gonna tell me the real deal. Check it out. It's on there right now. While you're shopping, you're gonna pick your color. That's the only thing you have to pick from. But I will say, since we've been talking, we are very, very close to selling out that beautiful diamond white, and the pink, which we're calling the sun-kissed plum, is soon to follow. Only 130 left here. And how many do we have left in the aquamarine sky? 20. Oh my gosh. We're down to 20 left in that beautiful teal. I know. So Aaron, again, continue on. Let's tell these people why this is not a moment to just say, oh, I'll just get it later. I'll put it in my cart later.
Yeah, I'd love.
Go ahead.
I'd love to. I'd love to particularly show you guys. You mentioned there's 20 left of the teal, so these will sell out during this presentation. I think it's 100% fair to say. This was the final presentation we have scheduled for the month of June anyway on this very popular computer with over 2,000 reviews, and it's customer pick. The teal and the plum are both exclusive colors that we HP make for HSN and for QVC. So you only find them here. They have a very special interior. That's the teal, and that interior is so beautiful. But I've heard it described in many different ways, whether it's like watercolor strokes or whether it's like the petals of a flower. It's just this beautiful Caribbean, I feel like I'm on vacation kind of look. So that's the interior of the teal. And then I'm gonna just kind of slip into the screen for you here. This is the interior of the plum. That's the other one that has a really, really special look on the interior as well. It's like a sunburst, you know, it's just stunningly pretty. It's the where'd you get a computer. It's the computer that when you walk into the library or you walk into the common room in your apartment or wherever you're, everybody goes, where in the world do you get that? It's stunningly pretty. So we've talked about HP being the #1 computer manufacturer in America. I'd love to talk about some of the other #1s. Frankly, with a 17-inch computer that would be a fabulous deal at our typical HSN deal price, just under $600. Many people would expect, okay, the other building blocks like, for example, the processor. Maybe the processor they knocked out, maybe it's the second most popular processor in the world, or the third most. It's not. This is, to be specific, bum, 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 Intel inside. Bum, 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 bum. Sound familiar? If it doesn't, it's because I'm doing it wrong. It's one of the most popular little tunes and certainly one of the most popular companies in the world. #1 processor. This isn't just any old Intel. This is the Intel Celeron processor. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about it. Emily, I'll give you a chance to update everyone, and then when we come back to me, I'll talk everybody through the Intel processor, the increase in speed that you get with the Intel processor, and mostly, as you mentioned earlier, like you said, you bought this computer for your niece, who I think you said was going to college. The versatility that the Intel Celeron processor brings as well.
Oh, absolutely. How many hours? I'm just going to ask you really quickly before I go back to talking about how many we have left. But, you know, when you're buying these, let's say for a grad or for yourself, maybe you yourself like to watch videos or play games. How many hours are we talking about? Because I was talking about how great this lithium-ion battery is, but for our friends, they talk in hours. So what are we talking about when you talk about battery life?
Would you be satisfied if I said 8 hours?
Yes. That's it. 8 hours?
How does 9 hours sound?
That sounds good.
Oh no, I'm bidding you up here.
You're bidding
this is really just all a butter up. It's I just wanted to make sure you're with me. It's actually, it's not the easiest thing to do with a 2-second delay. I'll give you that.
Yes.
It's 11.5-hour battery life. So it's nearly an all-day battery life. And one more little extra, little cherry on top of my failed bid up. It's 11.5-hour battery life, and it charges to half full in 45 minutes. So about a 6-hour charge in only 45 minutes.
That's really good. So my friends, if you've been struggling with a battery that just didn't hold a charge or just seems like you were constantly looking for that charging cable, this is not going to be that. You're going to be able to take this from place to place and not be like tied to your charger anymore. at least for 11 hours, which is insane, right? When we talk about laptops, we're talking about being able to get the latest and greatest for that incredible price that you see on your screen. And I know a lot of our friends are already jumping on this because they are jumping on the colors, because it's true. If you have a specific color that you're looking for, this is when you don't wait. You grab that color as soon as you possibly can, because extremely popular right now, 3 of our colors is the diamond white, that beautiful sun-kissed plum, and of course, the aquamarine sky right there next to the diamond white. The other color is moonlit blue. So if you love that color as well, I love it. It's a classic, kind of perfect color if you're kind of on the fence about how to give a gift. I'd say the moonlit blue is perfect in terms of gift giving, because again, it's such a beautiful color across the board. But how many do we have left? Oh, we only have 320 left in the moonlight blue. So that in and of itself is not a lot to go around. But again, take advantage of the fact that we are on free shipping. You don't have to pay an additional shipping cost, especially for something that is tech. So you worry about being able to send it the best way possible when it comes to shipping. You are not going to be at all worried about the quality of our shipping service. We're sending the best of the best. Today, guess what? Not only are we offering 5 Flex on this, but we are also offering you today the opportunity to get VIP financing. Now, my friends, the only way that you can get our VIP financing is to use your HSN credit card. Easy enough. But if you don't already have the HSN credit card, this is where I tell my friends who are brand new to HSN and haven't shopped with us before, get it now. Because again, today, and perhaps today only, I'm not sure how long it'll last, we are giving you $40 to spend towards any of your purchases. That is an incredible value to add to this. You can take $40 off the price and then split it up. Split that price out over a year so that you can get this home for under $30 a month. That is incredible, my friends. So welcome to the family. So glad you could shop with us. Again, we are giving you $40 in your account to use towards any purchase when you apply and are approved for that HSN credit card. So again, added value, compounded value on top of that with the free shipping, because the free shipping is all weekend, but I would not wait until the end of the weekend to get in on this deal, because again, colors will sell out. I am in love with this sun-kissed plum, and I know a lot of our friends who are shopping with us right now are too, because again, not too many left of the sun-kissed plum. The aquamarine sky is sure to follow in terms of a sellout, and that diamond white, I feel like, is going to go within the moment. So again, beautiful, ginormous 17.3-inch screen. You cannot get this size screen for this price, my friends. And then everything inside. We're talking about being able to offer you incredible memory, incredible storage. The fact that you're getting, of course, Windows 11, the latest and greatest in S mode, that's going to give you the security that you absolutely need in this day and age. That today is not the day to be fiddling around with substandard security. Am I right, Aaron Berger? Because there's so much out there right now that we have to contend with. And when you have the latest and greatest software, that means your computer is working for you, and that is priceless.
Absolutely. Let's do that. Let's talk through some of that. We've got some great support to really help us do this. So first, let's talk about the Intel Celeron processor. And we have a video that we'll show you as well that, in fact, we'll run it for you twice in a row, that talks through the Intel Celeron processor. The processor, of course, is really the foundation on which your computer is built. So with the Intel Celeron processor inside, we're going to see this video twice in a row. We talk about value and we talk about versatility. So Emily has done a beautiful job talking about the value, you know, every day of the week at HSN. Even when it's on an HSN deal price, it's almost $200 more. Out in the market, you would spend tons more than that. So that's the value part. But I like talking about the versatility, whether you're a grandmother, whether you are a working mom or dad, whether this is for a student. Emily said she's buying this for her niece. The Celeron processor is built to do a variety of things. So whether it's social media or some video, or you need to get work done, we actually include, we barely have had a minute to talk about it, but we include a full year of Microsoft 365. So that's full versions of all of the Microsoft Office suite, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, Publisher. We preload them and we've paid for it. If you go to Microsoft right now to buy this on Microsoft's website, most of us do, if you pay for it in advance for a year, it's $99. If you pay for it monthly, it's $10 a month, so about $120. So that's pretty extraordinary. It's built in. We've made it easy. We actually preloaded it for you and everything. So not only do you not have to pay for it, additionally, it's included today, but also we've preloaded it. So that will make things easier for you as well. Security. You've mentioned it several times, and I want to really explain how this goes to an entirely different level in security. First, let's talk about Windows in general. Windows is the operating system, #1 operating system in the world. Windows 10, which is the previous version, you're buying Windows 11 in S mode. Windows 10 will no longer be supported by Microsoft starting October 14th of this year. About 400 million people still use Windows 10. That's a conservative estimate. So if you use Windows 10, you're not alone. The problem is starting in October, your computer will get slower and slower and slower as your apps update, as your security tries to update, all those kind of things. Your computer won't be able to keep up. So this will be a year where computers will, as Emily said, many of us anticipate, not only will they become harder to find as more people go, oh, wait, I've got Windows 10 and I've got to get a new computer, and everybody's going to realize this in September, you know, a month before it happens, not now, not in June, July, 4 months before it happens. But we anticipate we may certainly see some price increases as well. So my best advice to you is, while you know, if you got a Windows 10 computer especially, you've got to upgrade to Windows 11. Do it today while we have it, especially with HSN's return policy, extraordinary. Get it home, try it for 30 days. But here's the other thing. You're not just getting Windows 11. And in fact, we have a video we can run on Windows 11. This is Windows 11 in S mode. Windows 11 in S mode is the safest Microsoft operating system Microsoft has ever made. Unlike previous versions, normally, as I said, I've been here for 19 years. When I've been here with the computer, I've said, oh, you need to buy this antivirus. It's just part of the thing of having a Windows computer. You make sure you do it. I'm not saying that today because you don't, because Windows 11 in S mode is pre-protected against viruses, against spyware, against malware, against adware, against all of those sorts of things that normally you would have to pay for yourself and install the third-party update yourself. And no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry. Am I clicking on a link that's going to take me somewhere and put something on my computer I don't want? Am I clicking on a link that's going to infect my friends and family via email? You just don't have to think about those things anymore. So to review that, HP is the #1 computer brand in America and the #1 selling brand at HSN, period, by the way. That's why we do such extraordinary things. Number 2, Intel, the #1 processor brand in the world, is built in. And number 3, this is Windows 11 in S mode, the safest version of the Windows operating system Microsoft has ever made, all coupled with the single biggest laptop screen that we at HP make and sell. It makes it, Emily, a winner across the board.
I mean, look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I know a lot of us don't always say, oh, I'm not buying it for looks, I'm buying it for the horsepower, what it can do, how it can get me from point A to point B, right? A lot of us say that, but we do love that it is, of course, a status symbol. When we go to those coffee shops, when we go and do our work wherever it is, when we give a gift, especially like you said, and reminded our friends, I just bought this for my 18-year-old niece. I know she wants to look cute when she's going to college to show up to all of her classes. She wants to have a good-looking laptop, and I want to make sure that she does. This is why I bought HP, because it's not just what you get inside, it's also how gorgeous and thoughtful it is on the outside, and that has to do with these beautiful, incredible colors. Now, this is the moonlight blue, absolutely gorgeous. Again, look at the sheen. Look how gorgeous this is. Again, status symbol when you walk into the room, into those board meetings when you're like, okay, let's whip out the project, my friends. It comes with this gorgeous matching, of course, mouse that's going to, of course, do all the things that you need it to do. But of course, you have the touchpad on each and every laptop, so don't worry about that either. But let's go through the colors again before we lose them completely. We have it in that diamond white. How many do we have left? I know we are slowly but sure. Oh, 8. Last call on the white. 8 left in that gorgeous, bright diamond white. Again, that classic almost matches back to all the devices you might currently have. I know that's why it's always the most popular when it comes to the laptops. We have it in the moonlit blue, which of course we talked about. That sun-kissed plum, incredibly. We still have this. Well, how many do we have left? Just very limited in that. We'll give you a last call on that. And then we have it on the aquamarine sky in this beautiful teal, extremely limited for the 3 colors. Gorgeous offer, incredible value. Aaron Berger, it's so nice to see you, if not in person, over the air, because again, you are so talented and bring us such amazing innovations from a brand that we love. And it's so great to talk to you. And thank you so much for schooling us always.
You are so kind, and I can't wait to see you in person in a couple of days.
Oh, yay! I can't wait. All right. So, of course, Aaron, are you going to be on later today? I believe he is. So make sure you tune in for that. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just about 2 hours. Who am I tossing to? Ah! Gallo Van is standing by. Where is my friend? I love to be able to say hi to him if possible. Oh, we don't have the capability to say it, but he will be up after a quick break, so stand by. Gallo Van is up next.
Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're